So in this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of aesthetics in a workplace. So I read an article about that, and of how an aesthetic is very much important in organizations, and the how it derives efficiency and employee satisfaction. Our life is becoming more and more aesthetics. As we move towards urban area, we tends to live and gets attracted towards aesthetic things. When we buy a car, we not only just look at its functional value, but we look at how it feels and how it adds value, prestige to our lives. So similarly, who employs aesthetics at workplace benefits a lot. It has multi-dimensional benefits. The first being, if the product is aesthetic, then it means that it will be liked by the customers, and they will tend to purchase it multiple times and become and convert towards a loyal customer, as compared to peers who doesn't incorporate aesthetic value in the final products. Also, if the aesthetics is not only in the final end product, but it should also be incorporated in the processes as well. Because if the processes have aesthetics, that means here aesthetics are defined in multiple parameters, like the processes is simple, or it is challenging, or it is motivating. So in this way, aesthetic process is defined. And in simple words, we can use the word flow to properly define what aesthetic is. When we are doing a work and we are completely engrossed in it and lost the count of time, that's when the work is in flow, and that is what a true process aesthetic is. Hence, if we attain that, then the product that will be generated out of that process will will have a much better value, and it will also be an aesthetic product appealing for the consumers. Thus, here aesthetics leads to product aesthetics. Also, if our process is well defined, that means our employees are also satisfied. Here, at our workplace, the process in the contrast, if at the workplace it is very chaotic, not things are well defined, people don't know the rules, then the employees are also not very much motivated, and the products that results out of such processes are not that great. Hence, aesthetics is very much important in such cases. The next is, managers do help to make the workplace much more aesthetic. Here, aesthetic can be both visually, like having a good workplace in terms of good chairs, tables, workstations, processes that a manager can cautiously decide to incorporate in the organization, and that can help in deriving value from it. So this is what I have understood from the article, and the article also points out to the recent trends of AI that is happening. Because what AI does is it automates the processes, but every time we automate a process, we must ask ourselves: Are we automating the process to increase its efficiency, or are we removing the very part of the process that helps to derive meaningfulness and engagement for the employees? And if that is removed, then the remaining work become a monotonous for the employee, and here the flip downside will be much more greater than the upside achieved through AI automation? So that's the question we need to ask.